Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you on how I make eyes pop in Photoshop. It took me some time to actually realize that editing or brightening eyes plays a great role in the way images are seen or perceived by people. When a person sees an image, the subject eyes go straight to the brightest part of an image. So, why not make the eyes stand out at the same time? Let's dive right into the tutorial. Guys, I'm going to use the same image from the previous tutorial I made about dodging burn and retouching. This is just a continuation of that particular image and how I brighten the eyes and the subject. So let's dive right into it again. I'm going to try to create a new curves layer this time. So I'm going to create the curve layer, increase the brightness for this curve, and I'm going to invert this curve layer so it turns black. I'm going to paint on it later on. So I'm going to put this in a group by pressing Ctrl G. Likewise, I can decide to rename it. So guys, I'm going to rename this and name it eyes. Then I'm going to duplicate it to create another one and rename it maybe like eye 2. Then afterwards, I'm going to click on the eye one and make sure my brush is white, and the flow of my brush I could decide to use 20 or 30, just how I like, but I'm going to use 20 in this and make sure the brush is white. Then I would start painting right in the eyes this time here. And the way you're going to paint in the eyes is you need to like have more like the 4 cardinal points in your head. The way you're going to edit an eyes is you need to look at where the catchlight of your eye of the light is, or the main light source. Then you need to paint at the opposite end of it. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. It's more like when you, anywhere you place your light, the light is going to have a catchlight, or like it's going to reflect to the other end of the pupil. So where you see the catchlight, you paint the other part. Just watch how I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to start painting this by having like these 4 cardinal points in my head. I'm going to paint here little by little using the flow of 20, and I'm using a soft brush. I'm going to do the same thing to the right eye also. Yeah, and I'll make sure I'm not exceeding where the catchlight of the image is. I'm going to move up to the next group which I created already. This time I'm going to increase my flow to about 30 or 40 as I please, just to create, you know, the way you create textures in pictures. Texture is really about light and shadow, so I'm just going to create a deeper or a brighter white this time compared to the previous one. That's the reason why I'm painting again in this particular layer. I'm going to create just a new layer, just a blank layer this time. I'm going to use the same white brush and my opacity, my flow at 100. I'm going to paint over the catchlight and the main light source reflection in the eyes. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to do the same thing to the other eyes also. I know it's going to look very weird right now, so you can see what I did also. Yeah, I decided to paint more like a line over there just to like make the eye pop in there. So I can see it's looking really weird right now, but just let's see how I'm going to amend this. So right now I'm going to double click at the side of the layer I just created, like double tap on your either your mouse or your Wacom tablet. I'm going to double tap then to bring up this new layer. On this new layer, I'm going to go to the line layer, which is down here, and I'm going to hold the Alt key and click on the black side. What this does is really just is going to like I'm clicking on the black, so I want this particular thing I'm trying to do right now to take away any white in the black area of this particular layer. I'm going to show you guys how this is going to work right now. So I'm going to click on the Alt key and drag this layer. So guys, can you see what's actually happening right now? Here you can see the amount of white has been reduced from where the black pupil is. I hope that's the right thing to say though. But yeah, so at the same time I can see it's looking really weird, so I'm just going to reduce the opacity. Likewise, I'm going to create a group for all of this and maybe decide to like, you know, reduce the opacity and just make it look really enough, and so it doesn't look really abnormal, or just, you know, it's going to look really weird when you tend to like leave it with the same opacity. You just make it look good, like zoom out and make it look good. So guys, I'm going to move on to cleaning the white of the eyes, which is clearer. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go down to the photo filter and click on the cooling filter 80. Yes, this is going to create the blue filter all through the image. I'm going to invert it by pressing Ctrl I. Then I'll make sure I'm using a white brush, then paint over the white of the eyes. Yes, you're going to get the blue feel in the eyes, but I'm going to sort that out immediately after this. So guys, after doing this, I'm going to go create a curves layer again this time. When I create the curves layer this time, I'm going to click on this drop down arrow button, which you guys can see here. The reason behind this arrow button means it should just, anything I'm doing on this curves layer, it should just affect the immediate layer below it. So what I want to do right here is, after clicking this, I'm going to increase the curves layer. So as you guys can see, it increased the brightness of the eyes. I have to adjust the mid-tone so the eyes is going to like pop down. And moving on, also, if I can still see the tints, or maybe like the blue tints on the eyes, if it's really obvious, then I can decide to create a black and white layer and click the same arrow drop down button, which I'm going to click right now. Then I'm going to reduce the black and white, or I'm going to reduce the opacity of the black and white. Using this black and white is more like I want to change the tint, which is blue. I want to reduce it so it looks almost normal. So I'm going to create a group for this to show you guys the before and after. So guys, thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe and turn on the notification icon to get notified when I upload videos weekly. Cheers and keep safe.